Precedence has already been set in this whole issue of degree. There was a question of Samboja. There was a question of Joho. There is it Mandela or Wajir governor? I think it's Wajir governor. Or, one of them. I've confused it. I forget who amongst the two. There was a question of Linturi. So really, there is a lot of precedence around a degree certificate, and you hear a lot of things from one person to another. So if then IEBC has already cleared Johnson Sakaja, then the work of the Commission for University Education is to prove whether really Sakaja had a degree or not, because that is within their purview. What I find strange is that they revoked whatever they had already approved. And now Sakaja is actually able to vie, you see. So I think that's a matter that is now settled, because if IEBC has already cleared him, I don't know whether it can be revoked if it was to be ascertained that he doesn't have a degree. But sometimes I also read a lot of politics, honestly. I read a lot of politics because when there is this back and forth, or you have a degree, or it's not genuine, and what have you. And that is a very serious indictment of the Commission for University Education, because they should be able to have a robust system to confirm whether somebody went to school or not. And also, let us also not use the degree issue to bar people if you feel they are more popular. You get the point? But I think Sam Gituku, honestly, this whole charade has also built the profile of Johnson Sakaja. That is interesting about politics. He's now been very profile. He's been the front, in fact, even in front pages. He's our colleague in the Senate. We were nominated together in 2013, and I have had the privilege of serving with him both in the National Assembly and the Senate. So really, I can only wish him well, because in politics, any publicity is good publicity. Clearly, we are not talking about his competitor, Polycarp Igathe. We are talking about him. So, I mean, if that then has been settled, the rally yesterday in Jacaranda was ostensibly going to really show up his support base, but there could never have been a better campaign than the detractors who never wanted him to run. So I think that is a matter that is largely settled, but it would be good.
But what lessons do we learn moving forward? Because if you look at the recognition process of Sakaja's degree certificate or program, it took a record period, because all the letters from Sakaja to CUE to the National Council for Higher Education in Uganda, from that council to the Team University, from Team University back to the council, from the council back to CUE, and CUE back to Sakaja, it all happened on one day, 6th of June.
I think that I cannot comment authoritatively. Maybe that is what needs to be investigated by the Commission for University Education. But what matters, Sam, is that he has been cleared to run. Because also for Wavinya Ndeti, the conversation was that the degree that she got was actually questionable. So you see now, if already they have been cleared, who are we?